Guy. Thanks for having Shannon and I out at your garage the other day. I've created a pretty neat plan for your garage. I hope you appreciate it. I think you will. I did a lot of tweaks that I think you're gonna find nice on this garage plan here. Here's a quick top view. This kind of shows the basic layout. Kind of just like we sketched on paper. We have your refrigerator staying in the same place. Cabinet above that, some big tall cabinets, the counter, and the upper cabinets. I'm going to take you through each part of this garage to show you some details about each section here. Alright, here is a kind of a front view of the garage plan. Alright, typically my cabinets, my tall cabinets here, they are 90 inches tall. In your plan I made them 95.5 inches tall. That extra 5 inches of height I think is going to go a long way in a couple of areas that I'll talk about here. One is it made the refrigerator cabinet that much taller, and we still have a flat surface on top here. It made this cabinet, I don't even remember, probably somewhere around 30 inches tall. So that's a ton of storage space above the fridge, so we're not stuck with some 15-inch cabinet or something like that. To the right of the fridge, what you can see here, these are the extruded handles on the cabinet doors. So each one of these handles here represents the center of a pair of doors, or one cabinet. So I have here a 36-inch wide cabinet. Next to it I have a 36-inch wide cabinet. Over the fridge I have a 36-inch wide cabinet. That means this cabinet, and this cabinet are all the same depth and width. That means the shelves in these cabinets are interchangeable, so you can utilize your shelves most effectively if you can have a choice between what cabinet to use, how many shelves in. The cabinet next to it, just out of space requirements, I made that a 24-inch wide cabinet. And then we got down to our sink and countertop area. I showed you some pictures of those really cool drawers with the dividers built in. I managed to squeeze in one set of drawers right here. So you'd get 4 drawers, 2 deep ones, 2, I'll call them shallow, but they're still pretty deep as far as drawers go. And every one of these drawers will have those built-in dividers, so that'll be pretty nice. Next cabinet over, I have a 30-inch base cabinet, basically. I found you a really nice sink. I'll show you that a little more up close in a minute. But I found it's a single basin 13-inch deep sink. I picked out the style faucet I think we should go with. That'll be up to you later. I didn't have to take up a whole 36-inch cabinet for this sink, which was nice. So it kept us within the parameters of the cut-in to make room for the larger vehicle. The current plumbing pipes are actually behind where this angled panel is here. The cabinets from there on out are 12 inches deep. What I did here is pretty cool. I made these cabinets, I took the space I had available, I put in a filler, I divided it by 4. I came out with a funny number, something like 28.25. I decided to make every one of your cabinets here 28.25. That means your shelves are completely interchangeable within all these cabinets. I took that 28.25 and I applied it up here as well. So now we have all of your cabinets up here and all of these cabinets down here all use the same shelves. That should be pretty nice. So now you can put as many shelves or as least shelves as you want any of these cabinets, and you should have plenty of shelves to go around. I didn't bring this all the way to the wall for 2 reasons. One, the window, it would literally hit the window trim. So I left some space there between the last cabinet and the window. And that also gave me the freedom to do what I did down here and up here, matching these cabinet widths, which I think will be pretty nice. Let's take another look and see what I have next here. Here's the close-up of the workbench/sink area. As we talked about, I wanted to reuse some of your really nice Rubbermaid fast track system. The thing I did was I actually put in here in this plan to to go around the entire garage. It's 60 inches high off the ground. So you can hang stuff anywhere around the entire garage. And that 60 inches was the sweet spot where I could actually continue that stripe under here too, and still have room to actually be able to attach hooks to this rail. So now you have the opportunity, if not just for aesthetics, having the pinstripe around the garage, you will also have the opportunity to hang some items up here if you see the need to. I know it would be different than most parts of the garage. There's not too many things you would hang here, but you might find some nice opportunities there. With the sink, I'll talk about that a little bit more. I found the sink I found 13 inches deep. It fits in that 30-inch cabinet. I found one that's kind of an off-white color. I thought that would be a nice color for the garage, just because white's not going to show as much dirt as, say, a darker or black sink or other choices they had. Another unique thing about this counter is I made, try to ignore the texture. It's not realistic here. We'll pick out a nice laminate. But what I did was I made it extra thick. In the world of building countertops, you layer a couple layers of material together, and they amount to usually 1.5 inches thick, and you laminate it. It's such a little amount of work and such a little amount of extra material to add another 3/4 to that. Make your counter 2 1/4 thick, and it makes a statement. It looks like a really husky, solid chunk of wood. So it's just a little something I like to do sometimes, just to make it, look even more stout. Of course, these cabinets are all stout, inch-thick bottoms, inch-thick tops, inch-thick shelves. Everything about these are long-term. So I think you'll enjoy these cabinets for a really long time. Let's see what other view. Oh, the next thing I want to talk about is this cabinet right here. Oops, sorry. This is the cabinet where your faucet is, or your spigot, I guess, your hot cold water spigot. So I made this cabinet special in several different ways. This is showing the cabinet with the doors wide open. This is where your hot and cold spigot lands on the wall inside this cabinet on this plan. This is an accurate location. The floor in this cabinet is a drain through floor, so leak away, it's going to go right through to your nice floor coating. I moved your shop vac, or I guess it's kind of like a garage vac, I can't call that a shop vac, into this cabinet, and I suggest we put a nice hose reel here. A lot of hose reels out there on the market. I'm not in the hose reel business. They can range, a really good one can range from $300 to $900. I'd feel most comfortable if you just chose one, bought it, and I'd be happy to provide the service of installing it to the wall for you. Another thing that you can't really pick up in this image is cabinets are made out of melamine material. They're not, not something I want to put behind this faucet. So what I did was I cut the back here, and this would be all FRP behind the spigot and the hose reel. Fiberglass reinforced plastic. It's like they use on bathroom walls in commercial environments or car washes. So we have this waterproof kind of free flow floor in the cabinet here, waterproof walls, and the last thing I did on this cabinet that makes it different than most is the hinges on the left and the right doors. They typically open to 105 degrees. I want to add in 165 degree hinges on these two doors. That way when you're using this, if you tug it way off to the left or way off to the right, you're not fighting this door, trying to damage hinges or anything. So you should have, once you pull this hose out, you can pull it to the left, to the right, and you'll have complete openness in that cabinet. Now, the only thing I think I haven't talked about so far is your floor. I don't intend to give you a pink floor. I know it looks like it. The software is not good at capturing floor coatings. So what I have here are some floors that have a splash of red in them. When I tried to do this on my three-dimensional drawing, it just made it look pink. So I went through our supplier of flake. Some of these are going to be more common than others. Honestly, I don't know if there's a single one of them that's an in-stock color. So there might be a small upcharge for the for us to order the flake. because in the world of garage flakes, what we do is we put down all the flake, sweep up 75% of that, and use it in the next garage. So there's certain colors that my flooring guys like to keep in stock. But just take a look at these flakes here. See if any of these colors are what you had in mind. I know some are pretty crazy. I didn't discriminate. I just found stuff that had red in it. The one that looked like the saddle tan that you were looking at with some red would be closest to B123 up here in the corner. But what I'd like to do, if you can find some time, just watch this video a time or two, maybe take some notes, and I'm just looking for your feedback. There's a lot going on in this plan that it'll take me a while to price, so I want to make sure I got the design right before I price everything out. One more thing I want to point out, I just remembered. One other thing that's different, one other benefit that we got for making your cabinets 95 inches tall, I made these cabinets extra tall too. These cabinets are 39 inches tall, somewhere around that range. I think it's 38.9 or something like that. So each one of these cabinets is nearly 40 inches tall, so you will get a ton of storage up here. I just wanted to point that out as well. So I look forward to your feedback. Just return the email here, jeff@thegarageguy.com, or give me a phone call if talking's quicker, and I'm all about that too. 513-374-9344. Thanks, Michael, and I look forward to hearing back.